What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Sagittarius Sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of November 22nd and December 21st, then you are a Sagittarius Sun sign, and this reading is for you. The new moon in November is coming on November 18th. It's going to be in Scorpio, and I thought, let's do a reading that's going to help you to manifest and create during this new moon. The new moons are a time for manifestation and creation, a time to begin new cycles and set new intentions, and that's what this spread is designed to help you with. It's going to tell you how to approach this new moon energy with the best way possible so that you can manifest your heart's desires. Excellent. We're going to be using the Tarot Mucha today. This is a new to me deck, but it's got beautiful art and lovely colors. I really enjoy it. I think you will too if you've never seen it before. And I want you to remember that this is a general reading meant for a wide range of people. But if you want a more specific reading tailored just for you, then head on over to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description below. You can click on that and get sent over there and check out all the variety of tarot readings that I offer on that site. So I'd appreciate that. Alright, if you would please give me a moment to center myself and ask the tarot cards the question: what are the energies surrounding Sagittarius Sun signs this new moon in November in Scorpio on the 18th of November? Alright, that ought to do it. We will cut the deck. And the spread is 5 cards. Alright, while we're at it, we're going to consult the Nature's Whispers Oracle deck. We're going to ask this deck what message it has for Sagittarius Sun signs this new moon cycle in November. What message for Sagittarians this new moon cycle? We'll set this to the side. And we will consult that card at the end of the reading to see if it ties things together. Alright, what we're going to do is look at these cards individually and then go through them as a whole to see what they're saying. First card we're going to look at is this one, and it represents where you are in your life at this time. And we've got the Four of Pentacles. The feeling I'm getting from this card, Sagittarian friends, is a lot of you are kind of preoccupied with money at this time. I always say money, but I don't just mean money. I mean the physical, tangible. I mean, this could be money, yes. This could be just possessions and acquisitions. This could be food. This could be anything that you can kind of touch. But for most of you, I do think this will probably be money just because of the way that society is set up where, money can buy anything, right? And I get the feeling that a lot of you are maybe a little bit too focused on money. You're a little bit consumed by it. Maybe not necessarily worried about it, but you're definitely, maybe for some of you, are losing track of other important things because of money. Remember, guys, this is a general overall reading and not everything applies to everyone in a specific way. So figure out what this card means for you. But the Four of Pentacles is about holding on too tightly to the physical, to the tangible, to the things that you can touch, and just maybe putting too much of an emphasis on it, maybe worried about losing it perhaps. And so, how does that apply to you in your life? And I do get the feeling that there needs to be more balance, of course, but we'll see what the other cards have to say about that as we get into them. So that's where you're at now for a lot of you. This card here represents what is blocking your growth at this time. And we've got the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor to me right now is saying that maybe you guys are too stuck in your way of thinking. maybe you've been taught to think a certain way, or you've developed a certain pattern of thought, and you're kind of stuck on it, and you're maybe not necessarily, not that you're not willing to accept new ways of thought, but you're not even considering the possibility that such a thing exists. Just because you know what you know, and that is what you know, and that is all there is to know, right? Everyone's guilty of this, of course. So I'm not trying to pick on you, Sagittarian friends, but that is the kind of the gist I'm getting from this card, is that's what's holding you back. You're kind of a little bit too rigid. And this is not just in your way of thinking. Maybe, how does too much rigidity apply to different aspects of your life? Maybe you have a schedule that you adhere to, and there's something about that schedule that's holding you back. Maybe you're too rigid with other people. You're unwilling to connect with them, or at least understand them. Maybe you're too rigid, as in, you're spending too much time or energy or focus on money, right? And you're too rigid about that. You're not willing to, give up some time for hobbies or passions or relationships, possibly. So I get the feeling that is blocking you. Rigidity and just being kind of, I'm here, I'm doing what I'm doing, and that's what I'm doing, and just not being flexible enough. It's kind of the feeling I get for what's blocking you at this time. Okay, so this card here is probably the most important in the spread. This card is what intentions that you should probably set this new moon phase for growth. And we've got the 5 of Swords. That's interesting. Give me a moment with this. Alright, so what I'm getting from this card is that the intention that you should probably set, or think about setting this new moon, is to stop kind of, this goes along with the Emperor here, stop being so argumentative, stop being so combative, stop being so rigid. And this card to me is asking you to be more accepting of others, of their viewpoints. Yes, you may not agree with them. Yes, maybe in your mind they are completely wrong, but that doesn't invalidate them completely. They're coming to this situation from a different perspective. They got different information and different upbringing, and just because you may think they're wrong from your perspective doesn't mean they're wrong from their perspective. So I think an intention to set this month, this new moon, is to be more open and understanding of other people, and not be so quick to jump into an argument, or to try to prove your point, or try to belittle someone because you think they're wrong. And less rigidity so far is the theme that's coming through pretty strong, Sagittarian friends. And open it up a little bit and allow new information to come in, allow new thoughts and new feelings to come in. And I think that's going to help you, going to behoove you, I wanted to use that word, it's going to behoove you to do such a thing this new moon, and set that intention, and the universe will help you if you're genuine and that's what you want to do, and become less rigid and less combative and more accepting. And I think that's going to help you greatly. Alright, this card here represents the knowledge that is needed to make these intentions possible. And we've got the 4 of Cups. To me, this card is saying that you kind of need a timeout. And you need a timeout from the ego. You need a timeout from work. And in order to help these intentions to manifest, in order to become less rigid and more accepting, you're going to have to go more into the heart space, go more into your emotions, and kind of contemplate things. And, take a chill pill, a little time out, and time out to contemplate your emotions and how you're feeling. And maybe, just maybe, you might find that, the emotions that you are dwelling upon are, maybe they're not the best ones. Maybe they're a little bit negative, and you're allowing those negative emotions to play a little bit of a too large a part in your life. And through these explorations, you might find that there are some emotions that you have been ignoring, positive emotions that are going to help you, that are going to uplift you and raise your vibration, that you're kind of just not seeing, or not maybe consciously or subconsciously ignoring, because, it feels good to kind of wallow in negativity sometimes. We've all been there, right? So I think what's going to help you is some quiet contemplation. Allow more emotion to come into your life, and kind of study those emotions and see what they're trying to tell you about what's going on in your life right now. Yes, there's positive emotions. Yes, there's negative emotions, but it's important to take those negative emotions as they come, process them, understand understand them, learn from them, and then release them. And then do the same with your positive emotions. Don't just stuff your positive emotions to the back and kind of ignore them. You need to celebrate those as well and understand why you feel those so that we can follow those emotions to the promised land. Okay? That was a mouthful. All right. This card here represents what positive energy will emerge as a result of this new intention that you're going to set forth this new moon. And we've got the Hanged Man. And I think that, if you set this intention that I laid out for you, you're going to find more time. You're going to be more willing to kind of contemplate things, to think about things, to rest and regenerate and go back out there renewed. A lot of R's there. So, yeah, the Hangman to me is saying that, if you set that intention to be more open, to be more accepting, I think you're going to be more laid back. I think you're going to be less stressed. I think you're going to be more willing to take time out of your life to kind of evaluate where you are, where you've been, where you want to go. And through doing that, I think you're going to have a much more conscious impact on your life. Your life is going to be lived from a more conscious place where you're creating intentionally rather than allowing the subconscious or the ego mind to help manifest and create. So that is a great card to come out, especially in conjunction with this Four of Pentacles here. I do feel like maybe you're a little bit not lost. Lost is not the word, but you've gone off a little bit towards the pentacle energy too much is the feeling I'm getting. You're focused on money, you're focused on work, you're focused on whatever that is, the tangible thing. And we need to dial it back this new moon phase and start allowing. Be less rigid, be more understanding, take more time out, live from a more of a heart-based perspective, and get in touch with your inner self through your emotions. And I think that's going to allow you to really relieve some of the stress that you've been feeling, and it's going to make you feel a little bit more lighthearted and maybe not so worried about money and or whatever tangible physical thing that is. Okay? Interesting month for you, Sagittarian friends, but before we go, we asked the Nature's Whispers Oracle what message it had for you this new moon phase, and we've got renewal of peace. I love it. I love it. Don't you love it? The Oracle's coming through. Basically, this is just saying exactly what I'm saying. This new moon phase is the time for you guys to rest. It's a time for you to dial it back a little bit and recharge, re-energize, and renew your energy. And you got to do this through peace and quiet and contemplation. You see this little cherub child here, this fairy child, not a care in the world. It's just he or she is just recharging, and that's what this month is probably going to be for you guys. To dial it back a little bit from that pentacle energy, to stop being so rigid, and to open up to the emotions and open up to just recharging your batteries and raising that vibration as much as you possibly can, so that when it's time to go back out there, right, you got all the energy, you got all the drive and the everything you need to succeed. Alright, so that is the reading. Remember, this is a general overall reading. Not everything applies to everybody, but if you want a specific reading where I tap into your energies, then head on over to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description below. Just click on that, get sent over there. You can check out all the various readings I offer to work together to get to the bottom of any issues that you could possibly have. So I'd appreciate it if you go check that out. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video or this reading. It lets me know that you got something out of it, so I'd appreciate that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to say about it, put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about these readings. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I do these readings bi-monthly. I also do a weekly reading every Sunday and a bunch of videos sprinkled in between that you don't want to miss out on. So I'd appreciate if you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the videos. Alright, Sagittarians, it's time to relax this new moon. It's time to dial it back. It's time to open up, and it's time to really contemplate things a little bit and live life from a more conscious perspective, okay? You can do it. The universe will help you. Alright, so have a great month, Sagittarian friends. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.